Alright, this is Steve with Apex Home Inspections, and today is Monday, November 19th, 2018. We are at 130 Barker Avenue in Oregon City, and we are here today to do an inspection of the sewer line. And as you can see, we're on top of the roof. We normally like to do these sewer line inspections from the ground. There is an access clean out in front of the home, but the cap is old and rusty and stuck on there. And sometimes it's faster just to go through a roof vent. Here, let me back up. There it is. We're going to access the sewer line through this roof vent, which we do that probably, one out of every 6 or 7 inspections for this vintage home. We end up having to go through a roof vent just because it's hard to get that clean out off. Alright, so what we've done is we've inserted the camera into the main sewer line. We've run it down the vertical portion, and we are now in the horizontal portion of the line under the house in the crawl space. We're going to zero off our counter in the upper right hand corner of our screen so we can see how far we've gone. This vertical stack is right next to the main bathroom. I'll call it the hallway bathroom. And we'll go ahead and begin our push out to the street. I've got some water running in the other bathroom, the hall, let's call it the half bathroom over by the laundry area. And that's what provides our water that you can see in the floor of the pipe right now. We run water for a couple of reasons. Primarily, I run water so that we can see the slope of the pipe. Our cameras don't have a way to tell us the inclination of the pipe. So by running water, it allows me to see that as well as see how the pipe is operating. On the lower portion of the screen, it's actually pointed upwards. That is where our cleanout is, right off the front porch. And that would have been the better place, I believe, to perform this inspection. At least it would have been a little bit easier. But we didn't because that cap is stuck on. And rather than take 15 minutes cutting that cap off, we can come up here to the roof and do the inspection in about the same amount of time. We're at about 30 feet into our inspection. We are looking at a transition between the cast iron line, which is what we are inside of currently. That's transitioning to a concrete line. These are both common materials for this vintage of home. This home was built in 1970, and it's also important to note that this home was built in an area of homes that were built around the same time. You'll notice that the floor of the pipe is rough, and the top of the pipe, which is actually on the bottom of our screen at the moment, is nice and smooth. The rough surface on the floor of the pipe is just a byproduct of years and years of water and debris flowing over the floor of the pipe. The water will cut out a swath, a section of line, just like it will in rock, like we see in geological formations. Now here, and about 52 feet into the inspection, we are looking at a root penetration. Now this is more than likely from a tree or a large shrub at the front of the property. We'll mark this out in the yard so that way we can see where that repair needs to be made. Now, it probably will make sense to do a repair here. Root penetrations never get better, they tend to only get worse. So we'll mark this one out. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and complete our inspection. We run these cameras all the way out to another minor, that's just some joint wear there on the left-hand side of the screen. We run these inspections all the way out to the city main, which is presumably in the street. Another root penetration here at 61 feet. Another one here at 67. And here it's looks like 70 feet. we have a pretty good sized root penetration that might not allow our camera to continue past it. You can see I'm trying to move the camera into that space, but we're not able to get past. Let's try with two hands. There we go. We'll go ahead and continue on. We're at 72 feet. We are looking at another transition to, this time it's PVC. More than likely this is going to be what we consider the lateral, which comes directly off the main in the street. Actually dropping directly straight down. And I do believe we're looking into the city main now. Let's see if I can get it to go just a little bit further. Yeah. What we're looking at is the city main. So we've run this all the way out to the street. I'm assuming it's the street where the city main is located. The main is where every other sewer line from each and other homes here drain into. Now, what we'll do here is we're going to back up. I'm going to mark a couple of these root penetrations. And it looks like we'll recommend repair for these of some kind. Because again, root penetrations, they never get any better. And the one at 70 feet was almost completely blocking the flow of the water as well as my camera. So I'll make my final comments in the written report, but it does look like we have some repairs to do between 52 and 70 feet in the line, which is basically our concrete portion. All right. Thank you.